Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ kóòtù òjìrè jákèjádò àgbáláyé. Mo kí wa wípé a kú dédé àsìkò yìí ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ wa bó ṣe ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ òun náà ni mo tún mú wá fún yín. Mo wá fún yín ní update lórí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú Kwara ní church tí àwọn bandits attack níbi ọjọ́ bíi méjì sẹ́yìn. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Elédùmarè o. Wọ́n ti gba àwọn ènìyàn wọ̀nyí, wọ́n ti gbà wọ́n lẹ̀. Máa mú fídíò yẹn wá ńsìn láti rí wọn. Kẹ́ rí gbogbo nǹkan tí àwọn ará bí dojúkọ àti ìfọ̀rọ̀wánilẹ́nuwò eléyìí tó wáyé fún àwọn ènìyàn wọ̀nyí. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ farabalẹ̀ dáadáa. Kẹ́ bá mi wo fídíò yìí. Ìtẹ́yìn náà bá rí nínú fídíò yìí, ẹ bá mi fi sábẹ́ comment section. Ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ mi, ṣé bá ṣe fẹ́ máa bá lọ rèé. Má fẹ́ kẹ́ wo ìpayín kékeré àti ìyà tí àwọn ará bí tí wọ́n ní wọ́n là kọjá nínú igbó lọ́wọ́ bandit. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ farabalẹ̀, ẹ bá mi wo fídíò yìí.
Hold this one. Better. Somebody should help them now. Hey. No, let them. After this one. Hold on. Hold on now. Sorry. No, space, you are right. Space, you are right. Space, you are right.
Má rush it, má rush it. Don't rush it. Small.
We need a nurse here.
It was just a sudden act, suddenly, and a terrifying act, because that evening, after like 30 minutes to the program, we started the program by, I think, around 5. So like 30 minutes to the program, after all the praises, we just heard gunshot. Even to my own perspective, I didn't know it was gunshot. I think it was just sparkling of some wire. But by the time we get, they surrounded the whole church. Even some people, they begin to narrate that they are seeing drop of blood everywhere.
Now, from that Tuesday to today, when you are released, what is the situation right there inside the bush?
It was unimaginable, because when we got there, we really know that it was a dominated area by these evil people called bandits. Even they have the courage to tell themselves that we are bandits, and they make us to know that there's no one that can just slip away without being caught. And with what we see, nobody can escape. From that place they have dominated. They've knew all the routes surrounding all those bushes within Kwara and other states. Because that evening, after like 30 minutes of the program, we started the program by around 5. 30 minutes to the program. After the post, just gunshot. Even to my own perspective, I didn't know it was gunshot. I think it was just sparking of some wire. But by the time we get, we surrounded the whole church. Even some people, they began to know that they are seeing drops of blood everywhere.
Now, from that Tuesday to today, when you are released, what is the situation right there inside the house?
It was unimaginable because when we got here, we really know that it was a dominated area. Like big people covered it. Even they have the courage to tell themselves that they are bandits. They make us know that there's no one that can just sleep away without being caught. And with what we see, nobody can escape. From that place they have dominated. They knew all the routes surrounding all those bushes within Kuala and other states near them.
Thank you. Thank you. What can you say about the feeling there? It's okay. Thank you.
Very briefly, can you just give us an account of what happened? Very short. You were leading the service that night.
Yeah.
Briefly, what can you remember that happened?
What I remember in this, something that happened to us in Christ Apostolic Church, Iroku, is that we are doing praise. We have praised God for what I've done because they kidnapped our people. I think last month later. So we have just received our us because we did not lose our people who they kidnapped last month. So Monday we have started the program and nothing happened. But unfortunately on the Tuesday, so I just when choir members sing, so I collected the program. So I was started the program. So immediately I didn't even know that it's gone. But I even think maybe it's transformer. If you watch the film, you see the way I will be doing in that day. But I didn't know that they are kidnapper. So that's what I even see. So I just see 4 of them enter church. They are shooting gun. So I don't even know where I can even run. So I just like to protect my member first. So I locked the door when I saw them. So I see all my member. So I went the place where I had, so they come to my place, so I had them to the altar. So I went again, go to another vestry. So all my members, they are inside that vestry again. So when I see that the kidnapper, I wanted to take all of them. So when I get there and I lock the door for back, so they take another road to enter. So that's what I even know.
Okay, so since then, have you heard from your wife? Have you heard from the people? We heard that 38 people have been kidnapped, women, men, and children. Have you heard from your wife since then?
No, I've never heard anything. But then call us and see not before yesterday, sir. So in the night, they said they wanted to speak with us. So it's one of my the people when they kidnapped me even messaged me because I didn't even pick call when they call my number. Because I didn't know the number, I didn't pick it. But later, as I saw a message that is the one, that is the part of those people who they kidnapped, they wanted to speak with me. Oh, I said no problem. And I called them back. So the time when I called them, they said they want to speak for those people who hear their language. We should find ourselves between 8 o'clock in the night. So we should gather ourselves so they can speak with us. I said, okay, no problem. So when the time of 8, so we find one of our members that hear their language, or Hausa language, they let me say they hear their language. We hear Hausa language, so we gather ourselves in the mission, and they speak with us that we should go and bring 100 million for power, one person. So I said this is then speak with our elder Agbabiaka and our boss, Pastor Eni Bamidele. We are all there together. So they said this money is too much. Where do you want us to see this money? Okay, they wanted to pitch us like they should go and find like 20 million per one person. I said this money is too much. There's no how. These are our member that you kidnap. So you have to take all of them away. If you wanted to contribute the money, say they are the one that will contribute money for us, but you have to take all of them away like that. Okay, then say we should. One of the man where hear their language, he said we are begging them they should take 20 million for all of them. So they say no, except 20 million for one person. So when we calculate 20 million for per one person, that is 760 million naira. So we are still begging them that this money is too much. They say should go and think. You should go and think about it. You should go and do meeting. So before yesterday on the Friday, you should give them report by 4 o'clock. I said that 4 o'clock is too much. You should take to 8 o'clock. They say.
Hey, Timmy, the bashing shayo continue my shine. Nítorí pé tó bá wù yín kẹ́ gbọ́, tó bá wù yín kẹ́ má gbọ́, kẹ́ má lọ rò pé politics ni. Eléyìí ò ṣe politics. Reality lélẹ̀. Wọ́n ti wà l'Ogun State. Wọ́n ti wà ní Kwara State. Tó bá bí ìdá yóò kọ́ ni yín bá pè. Yóò kọ́ lọ fà bọ́ jáde. Yóò kọ́ lọ gbé àdá ẹ̀. Torí pé tó bá bí ìyá ẹ̀ dá. Wọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Wọ́n náà wọ́n lórí burúkú kan. Wọ́n lọ sọ pé wọ́n mọ different láti terrorists àti bandits àti sponsors of bandits. Politicians don't sponsor wọn ni. True. Same politicians don't sponsor wọn ni.
No be lie.
Ẹni tẹ̀mí ẹ lọ shine ojú yín torí wọ́n ti ń wọ south west.
Shine your eyes.
Wọ́n ti ń bọ̀ tó bá wù yín. Ẹni orí yọ. Ẹni orí yọ. Gallant stand well because they come. Ìkan nínú ọba yín. Ìkan nínú ìmáàmù yín.
Reality.
Ó ti gbé Gúnmi wọlé sí Ìbàdàn.
Reality.
Tó bá dẹ̀ ti wọlé bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹjẹ́ kó ní máa mú wọlé pé kí ló fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀ next. Ẹ lọ fi ọwọ́ ra yín ṣe kí ni? Ẹ lọ fi ọwọ́ ra yín ṣe kí ni? To all my Hausa brother, this is for you. Surana Idris Abdulkarim ne kuma dan Nigeria ne. Na taso daga Kano. Ne musulmi ne, amma the Christian, the Muslim, Dukani.
Word.
We are all one, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim.
Word.
Killings of Christians have been going on in the north for a long time. Together with Muslims that have been killed.
That's so.
But you and I, when I know say those where they kill Muslims and Christians, that they use Islam, they take cover their faces. These are terrorists.
No. Jihadists.
What is Shelley?
That's so.
If you want to be playing President wa kò lágbára. Ó ti gbàgbọ́dé tó bá wù yín kẹ́ gbọ́ tó bá ṣe kí ló bá wù yín kẹ́ má ṣe kíni kẹ́ má gbọ́. Ó ti ṣe kíni ó ti gbàgbọ́dé. Fulani are coming to the west. Fulani are coming. So èyí tẹ̀lé ẹ ṣe kíni ẹ get ready. Ọbásanjọ́ kan sọ. Because it's part of the problem we have in this country.
Open your eyes.
So èyí tẹ̀lé ẹ shine ojú yín.
Open your eyes.
Kwara State èèyàn mélòó lọ́pàá lánàá.
Sure.
Ẹ má lọ mu tí yóò kẹ́ wá lọ ṣe kíni kẹ́ lọ sọ àsùnpara. Mu tí yóò kó wà gallant. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yesterday I said we need a ministry of nomadic affairs. And I saw the news, Gumi saying we need ministry of banditry. So you see, they make banditry synonymous with nomadics. 99.9% of nomadics are peace-loving people. It's only 0.1% that is causing all this havoc. And it's not causing this havoc out of just mere mischief. We have pushed them to the wall. Somebody say they are criminals, but I wonder who is not a criminal. When villagers, we hear in the radio, this governor has stolen this accountant has stolen this delegate has stolen this, what do you expect him to? He will steal too. It's a nation of stealers. So what do? Let's stop stealing and let's teach morality to them. And the best way is to go to them. When we go there, we tell them, look, it's wrong to steal people. It's wrong to kidnap. It's wrong to take lives. It's wrong to take people's wealth. And they agree with us. The only thing is they give us a reason why they do them. And you see, when you are in reconciliation, you accept somebody's reason and gives him a way out. So I hope, inshallah, from today, honestly speaking, we have to engage these people, and I hope that we have positive results. My only fear is the infiltration of terrorists into their midst. I think it's a factor which we have to consider seriously. We have to go in and recapture them from terror. And even the terrorists themselves, I think there's a neglect. Because I had a former president who I spoke with, he told me that he has been to some area whereby he spoke with Boko Haram people and they are ready to put down their arms on conditions. But the government of that day refused to accept such conditions. Up to now, Boko Haram is not a hopeless case. So we have to protect our herdsmen from the infiltration of terrorists. Somebody will say, terrorists, yes, there's terrorism attached to Muslims because the Prophet ﷺ has given us prophecies in the end of the world whereby young men will carry weapons, reading the Quran, but it doesn't go beyond their throat, and they will be killing people. So how do you know that you are an extremist? Is when you have a gun and killing people, whether Muslims or people under covenant, people under treaty. Like all the non-Muslims we have in Nigeria, there's a treaty with them that we will stay in peace together with them. And this treaty was first contracted by the Wazir of Sokoto, Muhammad Buhari. When the white men came to Sokoto, there was a treaty between them and him that Muslims will stay with non-Muslims in this country under peace and progress. And this treaty has been always renewed up to today. When we elect our delegates into the House of Assembly, into the government, we are also re-emphasizing this treaty that we are going to stay in peace and tranquility with other non-Muslims. So no Muslim has the right to injure, to kill any non-Muslim in this country under that treaty. And the Prophet of Islam has said categorically in hadith, muttafaqun alayhi, and narrated by Bukhari and Muslim, man qatala nafsan mu'ahada lam yarah ra'ihat al-jannah wa inna rihaha la yujadu min masirati 40 aman. Whoever among you Muslims will kill any soul, he said, any soul that you have treaty of peace, treaty of mutual coexistence, if anybody will kill such a soul, then such Muslim will not even smell the fragrance of paradise. And the fragrance of paradise can be found 40 years of travel away from Jannah. This is trying to show you the extent in which Islam respects treaty. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu awfu bil uqud. Or you who believe, you should always keep to your obligations. And we have written constitution that we are going to stay in peace with non-Muslims, so no Muslim has a right to use his hand to kill any non-Muslim. And the Prophet of Islam has said, dhimmatul Islam wahida, dhimmatul muslimina wahida, wa yas'a biha adnahum. When a Muslim, even the smallest of a Muslim, if he gives his word of covenant and treaty to a non-Muslim, then it's binding on the whole ummah. Yes, I be had now. Even the smallest, a small boy, if you tell a non-Muslim, come, I will give you my sanctuary, that nobody will touch you, then no Muslim has right to touch him. So we use this forum to call on Nigerians to desist from taking laws into their hand. They should refer everything to the authorities. This is the injunction of Allah, who said, إذا جاءهم أمر من الأمن أو الخوف أذاعوا به ولو ردوه إلى الرسول وإلى أولي الأمر منهم. أولي الأمر منهم, that if anything comes of peace or security or fear, you should return it to the leaders. And this is our leaders. They should also take into cognizance that they need to stand up to their responsibility and deal with people the way it should be done. Thank you very much.
In order to become the president of Nigeria, nobody can argue there were deals that went on. And in essence, what he did was that he, more than anybody else, realized that there are many factors to the Hydra. In terms of the kinetics, apart from the Fulani, the Boko Haram, the ISWAP controlled, Ansar, Lakurawa and Co. And what he did was to play them against each other so that he
You
could
are
get a seat in
alleging
the
that the
presidency.
President Tinubu, had a deal with the terrorists?
Excuse me, whether we like it or not, it is no longer a secret anywhere in the world that.
So, but what's the evidence? Some people will say that.
Okay, let me
What
give you talk. Let me
evidence
just
do you have?
let me throw you one quickly. People don't realize that the Mandela bombing in Niger State, the Catholic church that was bombed in Niger State, the fellow who headed it actually was in Lagos, in Snake Island, 2 days, 3 days, and then traveled to northern Nigeria to take his team to execute. What does that tell you? Now, when he got into police custody, he was arrested and he miraculously escaped. When he escaped miraculously, where was he rearrested? Where did he take up refuge? He took up refuge in the lodge of a serving high-placed government official from Borno State, who happens to now be who? The vice president of Nigeria. So what am I talking about here? Tinubu is one heartbeat away. You see, I feel sorry for him. In a way, we need to protect President Tinubu's life. He may think he has the guts to face this people, but I can tell you something, he has totally misread the size of the problem in which he has gone to double his hands.
Okay,
These people,
you said a lot of things. These are serious allegations.
please, don't even bother. I'm the one talking. We are, listen,
Yes.
we are the circumcision. We worship God in the spirit. We rejoice in Christ Jesus and we have no confidence in the flesh. I'm a statesman. We worry about the generations to come. I'm not worried about the next election. There's nothing I'm saying that cannot be substantiated, not only within Nigeria, but globally. So let nobody deceive themselves. His so-called, look, why do you think the federal government is trying to deny an evident truth? And all these people who have collected 30 pieces of silver, all these people speaking from two sides of the mouth, who are just shifting positions like the mendacious president that we have, why do you think they are going on like that? Because there's a plan. If this intervention had not come and the president was allowed to go through his 8 years, who would he hand over the country to? And does he think they are not wise enough to know that if they are able to eliminate him, into whose hand does the country go? Now, this is where the problem is. If the country goes into the hand of the Boko Haram, the Fulani will not be happy. Those who are, look, let me give you a good example. An open secret. When Shekau became
Are
an
you saying
empowered,
that the country will go into the hand of Boko Haram after Tinubu?
please, if you remember very well, just after he came in, there was some kidnappings, some bombings, and then there was an outrageous demand for one impossible, I can't remember, was it 20 billion or something, impossible amount of money. When that demand was made, it was not really because they felt that kind of money will be paid. It was a direct message, a coded message to the presidency. Everybody is aware now that there was complicity in the times of in terms of the former president Muhammad Buhari. Like I mentioned Issa Pantami. Also, don't forget about that his interesting governor who turned against Buhari in the last minute, who was persuaded to turn against Buhari, the worst governor Kaduna State has ever had. And I said something when Kaduna State was able to
Governor
push
El Rufai.
Yes. Look, let's not even go there. Go and look at his tweets in the earlier years. Go and look at his own open admission on television that he left Nigeria to neighboring countries with money to go and sponsor the terrorists who had come to kill in Nigerian territory. Why did they have that kind of confidence then? Was because they knew they had entered governance. Now, as I'm speaking right now, listen, we need to reformat this country. And there's an opportunity that has come right now that if we mismanage this opportunity, let me tell you something, even God in heaven will look away when in the south part of Nigeria, in the eastern part of Nigeria, 13-year-old girls end up being raped. Look, there was a blogger recently who was being political, and I want to tell everybody prophetically right now what is coming up for those who refuse to face truth, those who refuse to give value to the lives of others. A young blogger recently said that there's no genocide, I'm a Christian, I don't feel threatened, long live P-Bat. She was one of those who was killed, if the account that is coming is right, in Kwara State in a church attack. Oh, she thought it was far away. Now, this is the fate, sadly, of those
Now,
who live in
by opportunity, you're talking about Trump saying that he would interfere with what is happening in Nigeria.
Well, I prefer the word intervention, and let me put it for you like this. For any godly-minded person, the declaration of Nigeria as a country, a CPC, that
Country of
designation,
concern. Yeah.
yes, that designation is a human designation. What we should worry about is that God in heaven himself had already declared Nigeria as a country of particular concern.
Wetin you dey wait for? If you never subscribe to Arole Baba 1010 Media and TV, you dey miss street gist.